it's Tracy from Grizzlieknits. I'm coming to you from a new location. I decided to podcast downstairs for a little change. I hope this works out. My dogs are down here and it's garbage day, and the younger one gets very riled up. So he keeps barking. So we'll see how this goes. I may have to stop it a few times. Oh, I think he's coming in because he heard I'm talking about him. And he's wondering why I'm talking to myself. Hi. Okay, well, I wanted to do a special episode on my Scrappy projects. I work on them about once a week, usually on Sundays, on Scrappy Sundays. This term was coined by Kay Linton of The Crazy Sock Lady, where she works on her Scrappy projects on Sundays, and it is a hashtag, and it's very exciting. And it's nice because I have quite a few. I have 4 now of Scrappy projects, and it's nice to have a dedicated day to work on them because they really do get pushed aside when you're working on other projects. And it's nice to know, okay, on Sunday, I'm just going to work on my Scrappy projects and kind of see what progress I can make. I really enjoy them. So I love scraps. I'll just show, these are just a few of them that I keep in a little basket where I'm working. And usually on Sunday mornings, I'll switch out some of the colors to have new colors. But it's just really nice to have leftover yarns from other big projects that you've worked on, or even just tiny little ones, and to know that they're going to be put into something that hopefully at the end will be beautiful and something that you'll love. So let's get on with me showing you my 4 Scrappy projects. So the first one is the Habitation Throw by Curious Handmade, and this is what it looks like. And I'm actually turning it into a shawl, so I'm not doing a big blanket like the pattern calls for. But I am following the pattern, and then I'm just not going to do kind of the second half of the pattern where it comes down, so it's a blanket. So I'm using the recommended needles, the 4mm needles. I don't know where I got these, and they're okay. I don't even see a name on them, to be honest. I just found them in my craft room, and I'm wondering if they're just like, I don't know, maybe a brand I picked up at a Walmart or a Michael's or something. They're okay. They're doing the job, but they're not my favorite. Anyway, this is what it's looking like so far. And I have my cute little progress keeper by LittleBittyDelights. It's so cute. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little cup and a little saucer with little cookies. I just love that. And yeah, it's working out really well. So each block is a new mini, a new color. And then I just do the eyelet, and it's got a really nice border on it. It's a really great pattern. Of course, you know how much I love Helen Stewart patterns, and how organized they are, and you have your checklist, and they're great. Anyway, so I'm working on that, and I really am enjoying it, but I do think it's going to be an awesome shawl with all the colors and the texture. So that is my number 1 project. Oh, and I keep all my Scrappy projects in this great bag I picked up a while ago on Amazon. And it's really good. It's very deep inside, and it's got lots of pockets. It was very affordable. Okay, so my next Scrappy project is in the same yarns, so fingering weight yarn. And I have my little rainbow progress keeper here. CedarRiverKnits. I always forget her name. CedarRiverKnits. I'm going to put it down below. My memory is not good. Anyway, this is it so far. So it's a plain granny striped blanket. So I'm not really following a pattern. I just looked up granny stripe blanket and there was a million tutorials on YouTube. And I think I did the 200 stitches. I have to double check that. But honestly, I just kept going till it looked like long enough, wide enough for a good size blanket. And I'm doing one row for one color. And I am loving this. If you can see, like, just because so many of the yarns have so many colors in the yarn, like they're variegated or even speckled, the way that it looks is just incredible. This takes me quite a long time. Even one row will could take me up to 30 minutes. I'm a very slow crocheter. But I think it'll be worth it in the end because I think it's gonna be really pretty. So, and I'm using a 4.5 crochet hook, 4.5 millimeter crochet hook for that project. And my third Scrappy project is actually the same thing, but in a different weight of yarn. So I keep it in this basket here. And I'm using acrylic worsted weight yarn. And these are all these like lone yarns that I had lying around that, you know, I didn't really know what to do with. So I'm putting it in. It's the same pattern, just done in an acrylic. And it's starting to look like this. So, and I have my Progress Keeper from Noble Character Crafts, which I really love. So I think for my Progress Keepers, I'm just going to every Sunday just move them so that I can see my progress on a Sunday. Or if I feel like working on them in the week, because that happens too sometimes. So I'm just using, it was a little difficult because, I don't know, the colors, like I had to kind of play around a little bit, but I just really wanted to use up things. So it's not too bad. There's a lot of browns and some grays and then some pinks. And then I had this green. So I don't even know where, some of these are like just Lion Brand. This one is a Knit Picks. I just wanted to try the yarn. This is Uptown Worsted. I did my Hokey Locatelli hipster shawl in this. It was really nice yarn. So I just had one ball left. This I don't even know where I got. It's called Fashion Yarn. I'm not really sure. King Cole, here we go. King Cole Fashion Yarn. I don't even know where this came from. So yeah, just trying to get rid of like one skeins of acrylic yarn. But I'm having fun and I'm really liking it so far. I think it's going to be really nice and warm. So that's project 3. And then, because that wasn't enough, I started something new. So I was seeing on the Crazy Sock Ladies podcast and somebody else's, the Coziest Memory Blanket. It looks like this, by Kemper Ray. And I don't know, at the beginning I was like, I don't know if I'm drawn to that as much as the granny stripes. But the construction of it really piqued my curiosity. Like, how do you knit a square like that? Like, I knew it was not just like a square, and I don't know, it kind of drew me in. So then I thought, you know, I'm just gonna try it, and if it's not for me, I'm not gonna continue it, because like I said, I was kind of hot and cold about it. Well, it is so friggin' clever. So, you know, people are so smart. It's a free pattern, so I feel like I can kind of tell you a little bit more about the construction. I got it off Ravelry. So this is it so far. And it is so neat. Like the way that it's constructed, if you can see, so you like pick up your stitches, you put your progress, stitch marker, and then you have your other stitches, and it's so simple. But what it does is it creates, I don't know if you can see that, it creates a square where there's like this line, and then you'll have all the lines kind of facing in the same direction. I have to go back and look at Crazy Sock Lady's construction and a few others, because right now I'm just doing it, and I know some people keep on going and then build it from there, or some people just do like a square in the middle and then build out from there. So I have to figure out how I'm doing that, but I am really, really enjoying it. I got my little, I don't even know where I got this one from. Oh, I think I got this one from the Toronto Knitters Frolic a couple of years ago. I can't remember who. So cute. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, so I'm using this little ball of scrap. I don't even know where I got that from. It's nice to use up things though. It feels really good. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this. So this will keep on going. Now I know what the big fuss is about. Okay, so those are my 4 scrappy projects that I'm working on. I wanted to show you just very quickly. This is my knitting journal that I write my projects in. It says, do more of what makes you happy. A friend bought me this a couple of years ago. Can't think of anything better than knitting that makes me happy. Well, my family, obviously, and my dogs. But besides that, knitting is very close. So what I do is, if you can see that, I just write in the name of the project and a little bit of the yarn, and just little details, when I started it, what size needle or hook I'm using, and then I can take some notes, and then I'm gonna put a final picture. So I've got my Scrappy 1 blanket, my Scrappy 2 blanket, my new cozy memory blanket, and my habitation throw, which is gonna be habitation shawl. Yeah, so I just keep it in there. So one last thing I wanted to show you was something I got in the mail just today, which is exciting. So it was my birthday last week, and it was a big birthday, really big, the biggest I've had. I guess everybody's birthday is the biggest they've ever had. Anyway, I turned 50, so that was really exciting. So my husband, he is at a loss for presents, because I'm the one who buys everybody the gifts, and I love buying gifts for people. I love making gifts, I love buying gifts, and I put a lot of thought and work into them. So when it's my turn, he is like lost. So he's like, oh, I don't know what to get you, and it's such a big birthday. So I had a list. On my list was a subscription to Row One Yarn. So you've probably seen it on some of the podcasts. A lot of the podcasters, I first saw it on the Grocery Girls, and I was very intrigued. And then more recently, I saw it on the Crazy Sock Lady, and I'm just like, this looks up my alley. So what it is, I'm just gonna show you. I put it in this little basket this morning. So they choose a dyer, and you get 10 little minis from that dyer. 10 grams each, and the colors, oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. You get a list of the names, but I love how the name is actually on there too. So I wanted to say the dyer. The dyer is 29 bridges for this month. So this month was January. And I love the idea, because if you this color is called October. I'm just going to show you that a little better. I could see me going back and buying a sweater's quantity from this dyer because you get a little taste of what the dyer has to offer. And I love how, like, the feel of it, because it's so hard to buy yarn online sometimes, and that's pretty much all we have right now. Anyway, so happy. And it came with a little progress keeper. I don't know if you can see it. It's 2021, not a progress keeper, a stitch marker, and a little cookie, and some tea. And I thought that is so cute. But I freaked out because, so the person who runs this is Laura, and I'll put in the description box below. It's row 1 yarn. So she wrote a little letter, and I have to read you the first sentence. And if you know me personally, you'll know why I got so excited. So the first sentence is, "We made it, Q Barry Manilow." Okay, I am the biggest Barry Manilow fan. I am a fanalow. I have been to every concert that he has done in Toronto since I was a child. Like most children like children's music, I like Barry Manilow. I have a picture, I'll have to find it, of me at age 4 wearing a Barry Manilow t-shirt. That's how much I love him. Like, he is I love him. Like, on my birthday, I got messages from some friends, which I tried to get Barry Manilow to sing to you, and you know, he's in lockdown. And anyway, so I can't believe, so I showed my husband this. I go, "Look, she wrote Barry Manilow." And he's like, "Wow, your yarn pusher likes Barry Manilow." Anyway, so that was exciting. So you get 10 minis every month and by a different dyer. I mean, I'm so excited. So I thought I would show you guys on this Scrappy episode, because it just fit really well. So I can put these in one of my blankets, or they're great for socks. Like, I would love to do a Scrappy sock once I get my whole sock thing under control. But I have really good news about that, so I'll save that for next time. Yeah. Anyway, so that is my Scrappy episode. I hope everyone is doing very well. The dog's very good. He's lying right here and he's falling asleep. So I hope you don't fall asleep during this episode. He seemed to be quite bored. Anyway, have a really great week, and we'll talk soon. Take care.